It was a high of 67 degrees in Denver, Colorado today with some high clouds and a Murray flurry. You hear the crowd here at Ball Arena as we get set for Nuggets post-game live. They rout the Clippers 131-115. Rout is probably not the right word because it always felt tight, even though the Nuggets were up by 22 at one point. But here we are. The Nuggets are now one win away from ending the Clippers and advancing to the second round. Vic Lombardi, Chris Dempsey, and Bill Hansling. Just listen to this exchange and tell me if you can sense it.
You've been down in series before. People have doubted you before. You've gone through this.
2-2.
I know, but I was just saying, before that game, how much does that experience help you?
So it was 1-0.
When it was 2-1, though, you had to come back.
It was also 1-0.
I know, but how much does it help you knowing that you've been down this road?
It's 2-2. It's best out of 3, and I'm excited to play playoff basketball.
At that point, it's like, yeah, Murray flurry incoming.
Yeah, so also, when you're talking about him being everywhere, 10 fast break points, 12 were points in the paint, 24 were three-pointers. He was 9 of 12 from two-point range. I mean, he did literally everything on the basketball court, including assist to basketball. I mean, this wasn't 43 points and 0 assists. It was 43 points and 7 assists. So just everything that they needed from a playmaking standpoint, from a scoring standpoint. He was in attack mode from the tip.
He mentioned Christian Braun, who, by the way, led all players with rebounds tonight. He had 12. But how about the job he has done on James Harden these last two games? 15 points for Harden in game 4. Only 11 points for Harden tonight. Harden was 3 of 9. He didn't make a three. CB has clipped his beard. He's figured something out.
I like that. Clipped his beard. I like it. You know, Harden's going to give it a lot the next game, but CB has won these last two games. CB plus 18, tied Joker with the best plus minus tonight. But Harden was a minus 16, the worst for the Clippers tonight.
We got some great Skycam footage of the rain inside Ball Arena. They were raining threes. I mean, if I told you the Nuggets hit 17 threes, you're going to win most games. They were 51.5% from the three-point line tonight. Everybody was hitting.
Well, that's the difference maker, because when you look at all the other categories, Dempsey and I were looking at everything's even. Assists even, rebounds even, free throws made even though the Clippers had a few more attempted. Everything was even except three-point shooting.
The normal Russell Westbrook game is just everything to the rim, right? You get dunks and layups and just very much explosive to the rim. And that was not the biggest part of his game today. He just pulled up for all the jump shots and just made them. And that was it was great to see, because we began this series with the Clippers basically not even coming within 10 feet of them on a jump shot attempt, because they just said, go ahead, shoot it.
Yeah.
And, well, today he made them pay in a really, really big way.
I love watching his mannerisms after he made, he's
going
to let the Clippers know that he used you.
Maul, I mean, incredible. It's incredible. Russ very whipped off the bench with the energy. What I loved about this was the individuals, the guys had good nights, but this was a team win, man. Like the way we played, the energy you played with, the focus you played with, every time they made a comeback, they cut it to 8, 6, 10, 12. I didn't see anybody panicking. I saw conversation on the bench. I saw things getting better each and every time. That's what we're going to need. And I'm going to remind you, again, yes, great win. That's only 3. You have to find another effort. You have to find the effort to win 4. Okay, that's what these things are. That's why they're so special. So enjoy this tonight. Yes, you won it. We're up 3-2. You did your job bringing this back 2-2. But we know this. We know what these series are. We have high respect for them. High respect, which means this, that we come back tomorrow, you make sure you prepare the same way. Look at the mistakes we made. Don't just have the glory of winning the game. How can we get better to win a 4th game? All right, let's go. Bring it in. Good job. Here you go, CB.
Nuggets on 3. 1, 2, 3.
How about a Toyota game recap? Game 5, Nuggets come out swinging. Watch the blue sea part here for Jamal Murray. Little hammer time, and Jamal was going
see what
early.
you did there, Blue Sea.
Yeah, he had 10 points in the first quarter alone. Joker, he didn't score that much tonight, but he did a lot of this. Oh, nice dish to CP.
12 times he did that.
Yes, he did. The Nuggets got the lead up to double digits early. Later in the first, enter Russell Westbrook, and Russ doing what Russ do, and that's what he do right there.
And one.
The Nuggets in control. They got the lead up to 14, but the Clippers aren't done yet. They crawl back into this game. Russ getting another 3. He just got what he wanted, but the Clippers again with Chris Dunn. Really? Chris Dunn?
3 out of 4 in the first half, Tim.
He was making his shots. The Nuggets lead was only 8 at halftime. Still a game. But in the third quarter, they hit the gas. Jamal Murray, still unconscious, got the lead up to 17. A little later, Maul here, watch this. At the line, is he going to shoot? No, he's got AG wide open back door. But it's still not over. Here come the Clippers on a 7-0 run. Norman Powell goes across the key for a layup. He cuts it to 8. Final seconds of the third. This is clutch. Very clutch. CB has it. Watch what CB does with it.
Yeah, just knocks that shot in. That was such a huge shot. All the momentum with the Nuggets going into the fourth.
Nuggets up 16 after 3 early in the fourth. I can't say I've ever seen a DJ to MPJ lob.
We both yelled, oh no, yes, he made that.
They got it up to 19. A little later, James Harden drives. Get that beard out of here. DJ with the swat, Jamal with the finish. They led by 22. You thought, okay, it's over. Let's go home, but it's still not over. Because you know what the Nuggets do with their leads. It's never easy. Under 5 to play. Zubats. They cut it to single digits. But when things got close, Jamal Murray got busy. This is his 40th point. He finished with 43, and this ball game is over.
Yeah, James Harden's face says it all.
I give it up for Michael Porter Jr. playing with that bad wing. He's still in pain, and yet he's still out there making plays.
Junior.
14 points tonight, and he spaces out the floor. That's why it's so important to have him on the court.
Yeah, he does both of those things, right? He spaces it. So, they can't just help off of him to say double Jamal or double Joker, but also he makes the threes because he is actively one of the greatest, one of the best shooters in the NBA. And, I can't say enough.
Plus 34?
Yeah, that's
plus
wild.
Minus was pretty good.
Yeah, plus 34.
My goodness. It's the Nuggets 3-point shooting, just phenomenal tonight. Sublime.
It's the only difference. Look at that. Same number of rebounds, same number of assists, same number of turnovers.
Make more threes, you win the game usually.
You win big.
There's no doubt. And Westbrook had 3 of 6. Michael Porter Jr. was 3 of 5. So obviously Jamal leads the way with 8 big ones. But certainly they got threes from a lot of different places, which look, if your offense is running the way it should run and you're attracting, double teams and you're creating gravity with your actions and you kick it out to guys.
The Western bracket close to being done. Very close. Who's gonna play OKC? Well, the Nuggets are only 1 win away from doing that.
Yep.
On the other side of the bracket, the T-Wolves are 1 win away from eliminating the Lakers.
Oh, how sweet would that be?
And Golden
Love
State,
that.
same deal against the Houston Rockets. So it looks like those other two, they could wrap up tomorrow night.
They could wrap up tomorrow night.
Exactly right. Yep. Which leaves us with the Nuggets-Clippers series proving to be the best series of the lot. There you go. Thank you for coming by. You witnessed an historic performance by Jamal Murray tonight. Most points ever scored at Ball Arena in a playoff game. 43 of them for the Murray Flurry. The Nuggets are 1 win away from OKC. We'll see if we can get that win Thursday night in Los Angeles. For Chris Dempsey, Bill Hanslick, I'm Vic Lombardi. Thanks for watching Nuggets Postgame Live.